And now it's time for our final arts and culture segment of the week with our Lee Tae Ho, and today he brings us a preview of a musical that is currently running right here in Seoul. Good afternoon to you, Tae Ho.
Good afternoon.
So it is the holiday season, which means there's a variety of musicals and concerts and plays to get to, but today you bring us a classic, don't you?
Exactly. Now, this production has had fans dreaming the impossible dream for the past 40 years, and it's still a big hit with audiences and fans around the world.
It's a play within a play, and a musical that has been revived 4 times on Broadway alone, making it one of the most enduring productions in musical theater history. It's Man of La Mancha, and the original Broadway production in 1965 ran for a whopping 2,328 performances and won 5 Tonys, including Best Musical. It has since been translated into 16 languages and performed around the world.
Today I'm here at the Korean production of the award-winning musical Man of La Mancha, and also to meet the Korean cast.
The Korean production of the classic musical was directed by American David Swan, who fine-tuned the production to suit Korean audiences. It was clear that he took great strides to make sure that the production had a distinctly Korean flair while remaining true to the original flavor of the production. Famed musical theater actor and former comedian Chung Sung-hwa plays the lead roles of Don Quixote and 17th century writer Miguel de Cervantes, who wrote the book about the chivalrous nobleman upon which the musical is based. He said that this production is distinct from its Western counterpart.
I've seen foreign production of Man of La Mancha, and it seems like the Korean production focuses on fine details such as the music and the structure of the story to make it easier to understand and also more entertaining.
On stage, Chung had audiences laughing along with Don Quixote while feeling the pain and sorrow of Cervantes.
This is my second time seeing this show. I felt it the first time, but I feel it again today. I am 24 years old, but I feel like I can dream again. My heart feels like it is going to burst, and I hope I will get another chance to see the show again.
The musical was first performed in Korea in 2005 under the title Don Quixote. It was staged as the Man of La Mancha for the first time in 2007, and a production that was 90% sold out. It went on to receive 9 nominations at the 2008 Musical Awards in Korea and won 5 awards, including the Grand Prize for Best Musical, cementing its status as a blockbuster. But what is it that really sets the Korean production apart? Is it the music, the acting, or the set design? Perhaps it was the effort that was put into making this a production that could easily be understood and enjoyed by Korean audiences.
The music is great and the performers sing very well, but the production was especially remarkable, so I'm having a great time watching it.
To get the most out of your viewing experience, here's a tip straight from the actor who plays the leading roles of Don Quixote and Miguel de Cervantes.
Most people watch a show from the perspective of Don Quixote, but if you come and see it from the perspective of Cervantes and listen very carefully to his words, you will leave understanding the philosophy and meaning behind the story.
This wonderful rendition of the classic musical Man of La Mancha is currently running in the Grand Theater of Chungmu Art Hall in the Jeong district of Seoul until February 9th.
You know, I think what one of the performers said, Chung Sung-hwa said in the last clip was actually very important, because he says most of us go to watch the show from the perspective of Don Quixote, because that was the title that it was, I suppose,
Mainly
based on, right? But if you see from the other perspective, it's easier to understand. And I just, because I watched this play or musical, and I watched it from the perspective of Don Quixote. And I think I might learn something else if I do watch it again.
Well, a lot of audience members do go watching and knowing that this musical, this play, the story is about Don Quixote. And so they see the whole story from that perspective. But the storyteller is actually Cervantes, and when you look at it from his perspective, you understand the philosophy and the meaning of the story and why the play was written in that form. So this is an amazing way and great tips straight from the actor's mouth to go ahead and try a new perspective while watching.
Right. So for those of us who have already watched it, I think this really serves as a chance for us to go and see it again and, bring out a new meaning from this musical.
Exactly. I agree totally, because normally you only see these musicals or plays from one perspective, but seeing it from another angle, gives it a whole new angle to the story itself.
All right, thank you, Tae Ho, for that, and we'll see you on Monday with more.
All right.